Welcome. Okay, welcome to training number 3, day number 3. This is going to be amazing. I think I say this to each one, but this is one of the best. So I am so excited that you're joining me today. Today we are talking about goals and mindset for success. And if we can get our mindset right and our goals right, we can achieve so much more than we ever thought possible. We have to think and act differently than we ever have before if we want to have results like we've never had before. And we do want to have results that we've never had before. I want you guys to create great extra income. I want you to create full-time income working part-time hours. I want you to be shocked when you start making money, just like I was shocked when my blog turned into full-time income within 9 months. And then I want you to be shocked when it impacts your life so significantly. My husband was able to quit his job. We've been able to take, when my son was born, we took 3 months off the blog, and the blog continued to bring in full-time income during those months we took off. We traveled in an RV for 8 months, seeing not even all of the U.S., seeing parts of the U.S. We need to go again to see some of what we haven't seen yet. And we went some places that had no internet. And it wasn't a big deal because our blog was bringing in passive income even if we took time off. There's been plenty of seasons, like 9 months at a time or different seasons, when I worked 5 hours a week or less on the blog, and it's continued to bring in full-time income. So yes, it takes some hard work up front, and that's why we need to get your mindset right. But the hard work will pay off if you're doing it for the right things, like if you're putting your effort in to the right things towards success. So you're building a profitable blogging business and not just a hobby blog. So your mindset, if you want to create income through your blog, has to be that you are building a blogging business that will be profitable, which means that when you start a blog, you're taking the very first step towards being a business owner, working for yourself, having flexible hours, creating passive income. And so I'm excited and here to empower you with the tools and the steps that you need. So today we have to get our mindset right so that as we move forward through the rest of the steps, our mindset will be right and will not be holding us back. Okay, so today is training number 3. It is day number 3. If you missed training number 2 or training number 1, scroll down below this video and there is replay links to all of the trainings that are past. And there is an upcoming schedule for what is to come. The summit is only 7 days long and today is day number 3. When the summit ends, all the replays will not be available. So you need to watch all the videos during the event. So it's best to watch them when they are immediately released. It will be most powerful. You'll get the best experience out of this entire thing. If for some reason you can't, then watch the replays. Tomorrow is day number 4 and it is our break day. It's also called replay catch-up day. So if there's anything that you've missed or any of the homework assignments, or if you want to rewatch any of the videos, that is your chance. And then we will release a video day 5, day 6, and day 7. All of the videos are always released and live at the same time. So they will be available for you at 8 p.m. Eastern on every day except for day number 4, which is break day. So that would be 5 p.m., yes, Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you're someone who's tuning in from Hawaii or Alaska or in another country, then you can just use a time zone converter. Just Google it. Say if it's 8 p.m. Eastern, what time is it for me in blank time zone? So today I am so excited to chat about mindset, because if you change your mindset, then you can create a lot more income. Our mindset and our limiting beliefs is usually the biggest thing holding us back from making more, from like more than we could even imagine. So we have to get our mindset set. Okay, so hopefully you have your notepad. Hopefully you have a warm drink. This is really conversation, friend to friend, heart to heart. My goal is to help you create extra income so that you can spend more time enjoying your family and on the things that matter most. So I want to help you become more resourceful. I want you to start thinking outside the box. I want you to start thinking differently than the majority of the world and the majority of those that you're around think. And therefore, you'll have results different than the average people. I want you to see opportunity when it is in front of you. This is huge. A lot of times we have these like blinders on and we don't even see the opportunities that are in front of us. So we call other people lucky, but they're not really lucky. We all have different kinds of opportunities presenting themselves in our lives. We just have to be ready to see them and receive them and take action on them. For example, this summit is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to start your blog. This is an opportunity to believe in yourself. I want to help you doubt yourself less so you can take that step of faith and have results. So you guys, doubt yourself less. Like, put the doubts aside. Stop overthinking it. Get out of your head. And I want to help you take one step at a time towards your dreams. That's it. It's just one step at a time. So don't get overwhelmed by the mountain. Just take one step at a time. And before you know it, you'll be further along than you ever imagined. So I have my little trusty note cards too to stay on track because I get really excited. I don't know about you guys, but I have been having so much fun with this summit. I think I like sitting in this little corner too because it really feels like me and you are just chatting in my living room. I don't know. It's like cozy, and I really wish you could be here in my living room. That would be a dream. But this is an amazing way to reach you regardless of where you are, because not all of you would be able to travel in where I'm in coastal North Carolina. So it can be tricky traveling and expensive. So online is amazing. So it is possible to create what the world hasn't. So the first thing in our mindset is realizing that it's possible and that it is possible for you. There is no reason that it is possible for everybody else, but not you. So I was just a regular mom. Seriously, when I started the blog, I had no tech knowledge. You don't need tech knowledge either. I was not an expert. You don't have to be an expert. You just have to be one step ahead of someone. So understand that it is possible for you. And it is possible to create passive income. Passive income is amazing because that means that you can take time. Like, once you create passive income, once you create a business, a blog, a model, a machine that is bringing in income, so you can create that foundation and that growth and that monetization, and then you create passive income where you can take time off and it still is making money. So you make money even on the weekends when you don't work. You make money even when you take 2 weeks off. My family was sick. We had, it was this terrible sickness. And I feel like it lasted a month because we all took turns with it. So like my husband had it, then I had it, then my son had it. And during that time, I barely worked because I was taking care of my family. And we had an amazing month. We made so much during that month. It did not require me to work in order to make money. I was able to take that time off and take care of my family, and we were able to get back up to our full health during that time. When my son was born, I took off 3 months for maternity leave and just snuggled him. And even after the 3 months ended, I worked very little because they are only little once. The little newborn smells and the snuggles and all of that, they grow so fast. So I was working 5 hours a week or less. And that is the dream, is to create a blog and a business model that can create passive income so that you can take time off. When we bought our house, we decided to take a couple weeks off because when you're in a new space, it feels like vacation. So we just decided to take those first couple of weeks in our new home off. And it was no problem. The blog continued to bring in full-time income while we were not working. So it is possible. It is possible for you to create passive income through a blogging business model. I've seen it done with so many people. When we first did it, my blog started making full-time income at 9 months. My husband didn't quit until 18 months because we wanted to make sure that it was a legitimate business model and that it was sustainable month after month, and it was. So he's quit and has not returned to work since. It has been 6 years since I started the blog, and the blog just continues to grow and grow and create more and more income. And the passive income just continues to build, which is amazing. It is incredible. And I've seen it done on multiple topics. I was blogging on motherhood and parenting at the time when it turned into full-time income. Then I started sharing with others how to blog as well. But I was making full-time income just talking about motherhood and parenting. I've seen people do it on DIY, crafts, food blog, like all the topics. It really is possible for all the topics. Lifestyle, all of these things are possible. The blogging business model to create this passive income. And you can work part-time. So when you are working, you don't have to work 40 hours a week. There's no reason for that. You work smarter, not harder. You work on the things that matter most, and those are the things that you spend your time on, the things that will actually have results. The rest, back burner, don't do. Just because the rest of the world is posting 60 times a week to Facebook does not mean you need to. You need to do what is smartest for the results for the passive income. So we're going to work part-time. Part-time is the passion behind what I do. Making amazing money, if I had to sacrifice all of my time, would not be what I would choose. The whole point is that I choose my time with my family top, and then working part-time on the blog to create income. That's the dream. And it really is. It's possible for you. So, working part-time is the huge reason why I do this, why I train people, why I show people how to blog, because of that passive income element. It's an amazing thing. So first, the mindset is that it's possible. I've seen it done, like I said, with so many people, and it really is possible for you. So believe in yourself. Like, this is possible. You've written down motivations. If you watched training number 2, you wrote down why, like the motivation for what you're doing. And so now it's time to like realize that it's possible. Those things are going to happen just one step at a time. So you want to be resourceful. We need to think outside the box. We have to think differently. And we are going to think and act differently than the majority of the people around us. And like I said in the very beginning, we have to think and act differently than we ever have before if we want to have results like we've never had before. So to make our motivations come true and our dreams come true, we have to do things different than the average person and different than we've done in our past. So don't dwell on your past. Don't worry. It doesn't matter. Whatever your past is, a lot of that has created experiences that, hey, guess what? You can blog about now. And we're just going to move forward from here. From day, like today will be your day one. Like, this is just going forward. So I want to talk to you guys about some like limiting beliefs. Because these are a lot of times what hold us back. So first, right before I just go into that, the limiting beliefs, in order to achieve bigger things, we do have to focus on big things. So I want you to dream big. For some people, dreaming big comes very easily. For others, dreaming big is really hard. So the whole thing is like, if you could imagine, like, what if it was possible? Like, what if it was possible? And like, that is a big dream. So maybe something that feels a little unattainable, but that's okay. Like, that's a big dream. So we're going to focus on the big dream or the end goal or those motivations that we wrote down. Those work as a big end goal as well. And then we have to remove these limiting beliefs. Now, there's so many limiting beliefs, and each person has kind of their own limiting beliefs, like things that we hold on to, like something that is not true, but we hold on to, and it kind of holds us back from something greater. So I'm going to list just a couple just to give you guys an idea of some limiting beliefs. And if one of these is your limiting belief, or if one of these triggers a limiting belief that you know you have, I'm going to have you guys at the very end of this write it down, and you are going to rip it up, because a limiting belief is not a truth. And so we have to have our mindset on big, on truth, and then we'll be able to take these steps towards creating full-time income with part-time hours. So one common limiting belief is that money is always tight. So that is the lie, is that money is always tight. The truth that we can replace that with, so that could be something like if you find yourself always saying that, like, money is always tight. It always has been tight. It always will be tight. That is a limiting belief. Like, from today forward, we can change that. So write that down, rip it up, and you're going to replace it with this truth. I have enough today. Money is an abundant resource. Making money is my new hobby. I take steps to create more money in my life. And this can be a fun thing. There's nothing evil or bad about money. And we'll get to that in just a second. But money is just a tool. And so it could be your hobby to collect more of this resource and then to bless others because you have more of this resource. So that is the truth that you can replace it with. Number 2, another limiting belief that I often hear is I have to work more hours to make more money. And this is something that was ingrained in me so deeply. like I was just taught, like, you work really hard, work hard. Well, work hard to me meant workaholic. Like, you have to work 40, 50, 60 hours a week, work overtime, do two jobs, and that is how you make more money. But no, you do not have to work more hours to make more money. There's a different way. So if that is your limiting belief, write that down and we will rip it up in a minute. The truth you're going to replace it with is, I can think smarter and make more money working less hours. There is smarter ways. It's usually not the way the average America is doing it. It's usually different than the people who are doing it around you, but this is all about thinking outside the box and working smarter. So there is a way to make more money working less hours. I can think smarter and work smarter. And another limiting belief is that others are lucky. If this one is yours, write it down again, and we're going to rip it up in just a second. The truth you're going to replace it with is, I am in charge of my life, and I am taking steps to my success. We can all succeed. There is room for me. And again, this is all about seeing opportunities, because a lot of times we call other people lucky because they just have their eyes open for opportunities. Now, the opportunities that come to you are going to be different than the opportunities that come to your friends and your neighbors and the people around you. Everyone gets different opportunities in their life. Some overlap, but usually they're very different opportunities. So instead, when someone else gets an opportunity, don't just think they're lucky. Be excited that they saw that opportunity and took it. And then be open and have your eyes ready for the opportunities that are coming in front of you, like starting a blog. These are the kinds of things. So have your eyes open for opportunities. You are in charge of your life and you are taking steps to your success. You have eyes to see opportunities that come in front of you. And we can all succeed. There is room for you. Definitely. This is possible for you. Another limiting belief is, and this one's common, and this is one I definitely believed and struggled with, is that money is evil. So in my own mind, I used to have this thought where money is not evil unless you make so much, and then that's it. It's evil after that, which is obviously a lie. No. The truth is, money is a resource and multiplies who you already are. You can be more generous. You can make larger impact, and you can create opportunity for your family, for yourself, and for those around you. So keep in mind that money is a resource and multiplies who you already are. So you don't have to worry about money being evil. You can be more generous with this resource. You're a steward of money, and so you can use it in an incredible, amazing way. So if you have that inkling in your heart that money is evil, maybe that's holding you back from creating more income in your life because you're nervous about that. But understand that that's a limiting belief. It's a lie. Write it down on a sheet of paper, and we're going to rip it up at the end of this training today. Your limiting belief may be multiples of these, so write them down. Number 5, and this will be the last one that we mention. There's more than this. So if you find others that you have, like, for example, if your limiting belief, this isn't even one on the list, but if your limiting belief is, I have nothing that others would want to hear, that's a limiting belief. That is a lie. So rip it up. If your limiting belief is, well, who am I? I'm not worthy of sharing my information. Again, those are lies. So find any of those doubts or fears or things that are holding you back, and those are the things that we are going to rip up so that we can move forward out of a place of truth, out of a place of of not lies. So the next one is the limiting belief is, I can't spend money on my blog or my business. What if I don't have enough tomorrow? So this is coming from a place of fear and lack, and a lot of times too from past circumstances in life. So we really need to not dwell on the past and move forward with confidence from today so that we can change how our future looks. So the truth you can replace this with is, I can make more money. I do not worry I do not worry about tomorrow. I have enough today. I make smart investments to have more tomorrow. So again, and you may even want to re-watch this afterwards or tomorrow on our break day to write down the truths and replace those limiting beliefs or those lies, because those limiting beliefs and those lies they take up so much space in our mind that a lot of times that's what blocks us from seeing opportunity, or that's what blocks us from believing in ourselves. So with those limiting beliefs in mind that we are getting rid of, that we are setting aside, we are going to dream big. We are going to see our motivations from a new light, like believing that it is possible. So we are going to, number one, focus on our big end goal. So what is it? What is it that motivates you, that excites you? Dream big here. Like, allow yourself to write down dreams without editing your page as you're writing. Now, you may have to sacrifice for a time to achieve these dreams and these goals. So that may mean, spending some late nights working on your new blog, but it is worth it. Like, it is so worth it when you start seeing the results. So once you have your big end, like your big goal or your big dream or your big motivations, next, you are going to prioritize what is it that helps you get there. And you're just going to take small steps towards it. So for me, like, if my big goal was to create extra income so we could travel, so we could save for a down payment on our house, and so my husband could work less, that meant I had to make more money, and that meant I start a blog, and then I do that, you know what I mean? And then I just do one step at a time for the foundations, for the growth, for the monetization, for creating passive income, and I just did that one step at a time, knowing that it was taking me closer towards that big goal. So we have a saying in our house, there is always a way. So once you create your big goal, there is always a way. So shred your limiting beliefs, tear them up, write them down, get rid of them, and replace them with truths, and know that there is always a way. Let me see. Let me stay on track. I'm so excited. I'm so passionate about this because truly, 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 I meet people all the time that don't start a blog, don't do that thing that would be so impactful for their family and for others around them because of a silly limiting belief that is not even a truth. So that is why I want you to get rid of these so that you can move forward with like boldness and confidence and just taking that small step. It's okay to be nervous, but it is not okay to just be frozen in fear and not moving forward. So if you're not taking that next step only because of fear, like, look at yourself and be like, is it fear that's stopping me from doing this? And what is that small step, and how can I just break it down and do it? So ask yourself, what if your big dream was possible? Then make decisions as you move forward based on that. So because you know your big goal, you're going to be able to make decisions faster. So if my big goal is creating extra income for those things, does starting a blog help it? Yes or no? If it's yes, then I do it. I'm starting a blog. Does posting to Facebook more or less help me get to my end goal? That's the route that I'm going to take to get to that end goal. So you're going to be able to make decisions faster. Successful people make decisions faster. So because they make decisions faster, they're actually getting things done and getting to their end goal faster. So knowing your end goal helps you make decisions faster, which helps you get to your goal faster. So you got it? It's kind of like this circle. So keep your end goal as your perspective and then make your decisions to go towards that. Again, don't dwell on your past, and just focus it down, break it down step by step. So one last thing I'm going to tell you as you start to dream big and as you start getting rid of these limiting beliefs, we have to be careful about negative people in our life, and we have to surround ourselves or find encouragers in our lives. So if there is negative people in your life, you may have to be careful or not share at all about your new dream and idea of starting a blog, your new business adventure, because they don't understand it. So they just won't understand it, and they are negative people, so they're going to say things, and we don't want that infiltrating our mind at all. So it is okay to create space as you have this baby blooming idea of a business to only share that idea with encouragers. And if it's a negative person, they do not need to hear about the idea yet. So we need to surround ourselves with uplifting people, encouragers. You can find these online. Like, sometimes it's easiest to find like-minded people online who are starting blogs at the same time, like during this summit, or even just by watching like these summit videos or reading books from really successful people. We want to learn from people who are either on the journey right with us or are ahead of us, and so we can model them and learn from them. We don't want to let our idea be squished by negative people who are too nervous to do it themselves, and so they also don't want anybody else to do it because they're too nervous for others. So we want to make sure we protect our idea from negative people. It is okay. It is okay to not share your idea with those negative people yet. So create space, share your idea with those that are uplifting and encouraging and positive as you move forward in this business that really has the potential to absolutely change your life. Everyone will not understand, and that's okay, because everyone is living average lives. So it's average people may not understand, but you're going to have results that are way above average because you believed in yourself and you did this. So watch out for negative people, and watch out for your own negative thoughts, and surround yourself with encouragers, uplifting, support, positivity as you move forward. So set yourself up for success. These are some ways that we talked about during this training so far. There's a lot of moving pieces when it comes to blogging, especially when you're first starting. It is a lot of hard work, but it is totally worth it in the end. It is amazing and incredible when you start having results. And I am here to break it all down piece by piece so it's not overwhelming. My biggest thing is just to say, like, here's your one action step, do it. Next thing, here's your action step, do it. Don't look at the huge mountain. Just do the next step ahead of you and help make it happen. So the biggest thing is to act and implement on everything that we're teaching during the summit. So even though today's idea of mindset may sound strange because you're creating a blog, it really is such an important element to the foundations of your blog. So do the homework. Make sure that you write down a limiting belief and rip it up. So that you can have that success. And yes, starting a blog is like all of these pieces, and it is the hard work, and it does take you being a little brave and not being nervous, but the results are so worth it, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait for you to email in when you're creating great income from your blog and say, I did it. I believed in myself, and I took that step, and I'm seeing results because of it. So I'm so excited for you, and I cannot wait to get that email. Promise me that you will send me an email when that happens, because I know that it will. It is possible for you. You just have to take the steps. If you don't take the steps, that's quitting. That's just being frozen in fear. You have to just do that step, do that next step, do that next little step. And during this summit, it just helps with the accountability, and it helps with like the fire and encouragement and getting it done. It's kind of like a support system. So just do the steps as they come. If you have not watched any of the previous videos, catch up. The replays are below this video. You can scroll down to the announcements section, and there are replay links. There's also an upcoming schedule. So all of that is beneath this video in the announcements section. And there's some resources and things like that. So act and implement on what we are learning. So today's homework is to write and tear up your limiting belief. You can do that right now. So if you need to run and grab a sheet of paper, you could even find a pen, I don't know, run around and find what you need. Just a scrap of paper. It doesn't even matter. It can be an old envelope. It can be any old pen or pencil or anything. So write down your limiting belief or multiple limiting beliefs. So for me, big ones were money is evil, and that I have to work more hours to make more money. So maybe for you, it's that others are lucky, and that money is always tight, and that you're worried about tomorrow. So write those down, and then we're going to rip them up, and then you can replace them with truths. And so you can rewatch if you need to hear the truths that replace each one of those. And if yours is that you're not an expert, understand that you don't have to be an expert. Don't have self-doubt about it. So you are capable, you are worthy. I am so excited to see the people that you will help through your blog. I don't want a limiting belief, a lie, to hold you back. So I'm going to sip my tea just for one moment here while you write down, what is your limiting belief? I'll just give you excuse me. I'll just give you a second to write down your limiting belief. and then tear it up so that you can go forward with confidence as you end this video and as you start a blogging business that is not a hobby, but is a successful blogging business that creates extra income and opportunity for your family, that can turn into a full-time 6-figure income, working part-time hours where you have flexibility and passive income. It is amazing how much extra income can change your life. And I believe your blog can help other people. I believe that it is possible for you to create amazing income for your family while helping others. So write down that limiting belief. Now everyone can go ahead and just rip it up. I wish I need a paper. I've got to find. Here's a paper. I'm gonna rip with you. Hold on. Paper. Let me write. Okay, write down your limiting beliefs. We're gonna rip them up. Okay, you guys ready? I have mine written on the other side. Okay, and we're just gonna rip them up because this is a limiting belief. This is not a truth. It is something that's holding me back, and it is something that stops me from big things. And it feels good to rip it up and know that does not, oh man, that was powerful, that does not hold me anymore. So replace that with a truth and know that that you can do this. It is possible for you. So as we move forward, tomorrow is our break day during the summit. That is what we call replay catch-up day. So you can watch video 1, 2, and 3, or you can rewatch videos 1, 2, and 3. This is your chance to binge watch if you're behind. This is your chance to rewatch, take notes, start a blog if you haven't already. Training number 1 walks you through how to start a blog. And then tomorrow is just your day to catch up on all those things, to catch up on homework, to really get caught up with us. And then days 5, 7, I can't even count. Okay, 5, 6, and 7 will be after that. So tomorrow's break day, and then day 5, 6, and 7 will be after that. And all of those videos will be ready for you at 8 p.m. that day. So day 5, 8 p.m., day 6, 8 p.m. Eastern. So for your time zone, it'll be different. So all the videos are always released at the same time every day, just so that it's easier on all of us and our brains. So it would be 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and that's when the videos are released. So enjoy tomorrow off, and then I will see you guys in, not tomorrow, but the day after that, 2 days, for day 5, our next training, and I will be breaking all of this down step by step for you so that it is not overwhelming, so you do things in the right order so that you create a blogging business. Like, remember, we have to think about this as a blogging business. We have to think like a business owner. We have to invest in ourselves and believe in ourselves like a business owner. You are a business owner. You are a blogger, and all of this, I will break it down step by step for you so that it is not overwhelming. I will show you the roadmap. I will show you the steps. So thank you for joining me tonight. Catch up on videos if you haven't the rest of tonight and tomorrow. So you can scroll down below this video, and there are replay links. There's also the upcoming schedule and resources and announcement and everything like that is below this video. And then I will see you guys not tomorrow, but the day after that at 8 p.m. Eastern for our next training. Thanks. Bye.